Do you know what's funny? We have all those movies in which the public is kept in the dark about what's really going on, and we have this small set of main characters that are in the know, that have insight about what the reality looks like, while the masses are portrayed as those ignorant idiots that have no idea what's really going on. It is a commonly accepted idea that the government would hide things from the masses and would try to disguise real issues as something else. However, when something actually happens in real life, everybody just accepts it, or almost everybody at least. Just accept what's on TV as reality, and they obey. I will not claim to know that I know what reality is in this case, because I do not. And I'm not even gonna get into the whole issue of whether microbes even cause diseases in the first place. It's just that whether this new disease is real or not, it doesn't really matter, because whatever the case may be, it is a story told on TV and through media. It is clearly something that is used to support a certain narrative. Disease was always a thing, and it will always be a thing. Remember Ebola? If I remember correctly, that had something like 50% chance of killing you once it infects you. While this new thing, this coronavirus, according to the official stats approved by the good government sciencey people, it only has about 1% chance of killing you. And yet everybody is treating it like the new Black Death. And on top of that, I also heard that in Italy, only 3 people that died from this disease did not have any other complications from any other disease. So, make of that what you want. You hear many things, and that's the point. You don't really have any idea what's going on. It's all a story. And I've been doing a really, really good of a job ignoring it and just not caring. However, because everybody around me is freaking out like that, I cannot really ignore it. Especially since the societal restrictions are getting more and more crazy. This epidemic is a digital epidemic. Almost nobody actually knows anybody that's sick on this supposed new disease. People are just tuning in to media and they hear that there is a disease that they should be scared of and they comply. They obey.
I think we're in the middle of a massive experiment worldwide. And that
where
is,
are the guinea pigs?
maybe the experiment is, will people listen to scientists? So I'd be interesting if we all paid attention to what scientists say. Maybe the coronavirus will just blow on by with a minimum of cases. And then we kicked its ass for obeying the recommendations of scientists.
People have become so accustomed to receiving information and absolutely believing it because it is supported by the experts and the scientists, that this is what we have right now. This is what it leads to. Nobody really bothers to get to know the world with their own senses. They just accept the narrative. So, what is it all leading to? What could be the purpose of it all? Well, how things are right now with this whole social distancing thing, I don't think it's really going to last for most people, because the government does not want homeschooling, it does not want more local food supplies, and it does not want to stop mass immigration. The government wants those things to keep on going. So, what could be the purpose of it? I don't know. Maybe they're just checking if the public is willing to comply with anything as long as they threaten it with some invisible demon enemy. Or maybe they want to introduce some sort of digital ID system that would track whether you are vaccinated or not, whether you are a good citizen or not. And if you are not, you won't be able to do shopping or even leave your house. Though you gotta start asking yourself a question, why would vaccinated people care about being around not vaccinated people if vaccines are supposed to make you immune? But never mind. As usual, this whole thing probably simply serves to get more control over the masses. Sacrifice your freedom for a little bit of security, just like after a certain event in 2001. It will be a tool to control people. Saying that somebody is sick and keeping them in their houses, perhaps, I don't know. There could be a billion different reasons behind it, and I don't really feel like trying to guess what is the right one. Whatever happens, whatever the reality is, one thing that's almost certain is that society will change after this, and things will not be the same. But whatever will happen, whatever will change, I'm looking forward to it. Best case scenario, this will actually get more serious than it is right now, and we will get to live in a post-apocalyptic future, and we'll be riding around on horses and shooting each other, and it will be jolly good fun. Worst case scenario, and the most likely scenario, is that simply the government is gonna get more powerful, the internet is gonna creep into more aspects of your life, and everything is gonna get a bit worse. However, even then, we'll survive, we'll be fine, you'll still be able to pursue happiness, do the things you want, and distance yourself from the things that you find unpleasant. We'll manage. Even if we're forbidden to go to forests and leave our houses other than for work or shopping, we'll manage. It's not like everything that we like to do is legal already as it is. And it's not like society was so great before any of this happened. It's gonna be fine. As for what to do in life, nothing changed. The toxic environment of cities is still something to strive to escape from. Because society and civilization is just gonna get worse and worse and worse with each passing decade. And the sooner you get out, the better. Go out into the country, have a farm if you can, or if shoveling cow shit all day, every day is not your thing, go live in the forest under a pile of leaves. That's a better life. A good thing to do at this point is to throw away your phone, limit your usage of the internet, only have one computer per household, and simply make it your religious right not to have technology forced down your throat and to have access to nature. So here we are. The world is changing because of a glorified flu. Everybody is losing their minds over a story told on TV. Society was always just a bunch of clowns. Everything that the common people believe in and follow can be torn down in 20 seconds with some basic common sense. Society can support the rights of a child to not want to have the gender they were born in, and yet society doesn't care when infants have their skin harvested to support the demonic medical industry. It's an utter joke. It's completely ridiculous. Society is a joke, and the common people, the masses, they don't have any values, they don't have any standards. They are just blind sheep, and they will do what they're told to do. And that's fine. It's really funny. And the world is gonna be fine. Whatever happens, it is not the end. We will prevail, as we always do. Life will prevail, the world will keep on going. And it's a good world to live in. Enjoy the show, have a little bit of a laugh at the ridiculousness going on, watch the world burn, watch everybody freak out, and just have fun.